Finally, I see something interesting on Coinlist. Let's dive into more details about the WalletConnect project. You can read its introduction here, but let me show you a practical example. If you are in crypto, you should already be familiar with WalletConnect. When you open almost any crypto project that requires wallet connection, let's take these DEX as an example. You'll see a connect button. Now let's click on connect. You can see WalletConnect in this list. When you select it, a pop-up appears. Here you can either scan a QR code with your smartphone or manually choose from multiple wallets. If you are using your smartphone, it automatically detects the available wallets on your device and suggests connecting them. Why am I talking about this? If you watched my previous Coinlist project reviews, you might remember that I emphasized how those projects were mostly empty. Coinlist was essentially selling just a wrapper or promises. This time the situation is different. Coinlist is offering a well-known and fully functional product, which is a huge positive. Let's return to WalletConnect on Coinlist. Scrolling down, I'll stop here at the community round details. The sale will last from February 4th, 17 UTC to February 11th, 17 UTC. The allocation supply is 20 million WCT tokens. The total supply is 1 billion WalletConnect tokens. The token's price is 20 cents. FDV is $200 million. The minimum purchase limit is $100 and the maximum is $10,000. You can buy tokens with USDC and USDT. The purchase structure is new, and I'll explain how it works a bit later. The vesting schedule states that 100% of the tokens will be unlocked once transferability is enabled. This probably means we will receive our tokens before TGE, but I'm not completely sure because of the phrase once transferability is enabled. But if the project gets listed, that means its tokens become transferable. So logically, we should receive our tokens before TGE. That's what I think, but I can't say it with a 100% certainty. Let's scroll to Tokenomics. 18.5% is allocated for the airdrop. But let's go back to this table. Only 2% is allocated for the Coinlist sale. Here are the allocation details. Where is the vesting schedule? I don't see it here. Let's check the WalletConnect white paper. Tokens allocated to core development team and previous backers will be subject to a 4-year unlock, including a 1-year cliff starting at the token generation event, TGE. This means that 7% plus 11.5% plus 18.5% is equal to 37% of the total supply will not be available at TGE. The airdrop allocations will be released in seasonal airdrops starting at the token's public launch and continuing throughout the following years. Now let's scroll down to the rewards section. In the first year, only 5% will be distributed. So let's say we can subtract 17.5% more from the available tokens. That means 37 plus 17.5% is equal to 54.5% of the tokens will be locked at TGE. I couldn't find any detailed information about the 27% distribution schedule, So it's hard to predict how many tokens will be unlocked at TG. Typically, projects start with 5%, 10% or even 20% unlocks. For me, this is an important question because it helps assess the potential selling pressure on the price at TG. But okay, let's go ahead and open CryptoRank. The investors are strong, which is not typical for recent projects on Coinlist. But this is very good for us now. Let's compare WalletConnect with competitors. Trust Wallet token has a $1 billion FDV. Where is BitGet's wallet? It has a $556 million FDV. I'm not sure what else we can compare. Let's check SafePoll. It has a $338 million FDV. That's enough for a superficial analysis. Since we are buying WalletConnect tokens at 20 cents with a 200 million FDV, it has the potential to reach FDVs similar to its top competitors. If its FDV matches SafePoll's, we will get a 1.5x return. If its FDV matches Trust Wallet's, we will get a 5x return. So I see good chances not only to recover my investment, but also to earn somewhere between 50% to 400%. I forgot about one more great tool for analysis, the pre-market. I found WalletConnect WCT token on KuCoin pre-market. And look, its price here is 65 cents. That is 3.25x higher than the 20-cent sale price on Coinlist. This only confirms my expectations about potential profits. But pre-market prices usually drop over time, so I expect the price to go even lower. Anyway, it's a useful tool to estimate potential profits. It means I'm in and I'm going to invest. To do this, let's click Participate Now. Log in with Coinlist. I need to wait until the token sale begins. You can continue your submission on February 4th at 5 p.m. Back to Coinlist. I also want to explain the new token sale system. Let's read about it here. Filling up from the bottom. A new mechanism for allocating tokens. How does it work? It's explained really well here. Imagine a sale with $10,000 of total allocation available. 6 users participated in the sale and the minimum purchase amount was $100. User 1 requested $1,200, user 2 requested $2,600, user 3 requested $3,500, user 4 requested $700, user 5 requested $5,000, and user 6 requested $900. In the first round of allocations, across 6 participants and $10,000 sale, each user could receive a maximum of 1,666.67 worth of tokens. So they divide the total allocation by the total number of participants, which is 6 in this example. And here is where the magic happens. If you have a small deposit, for example $100, you will get your tokens first. But if you deposit $10,000, your allocation will only be filled after users with smaller deposits receive theirs. Just like in this example. User 1, user 4 and user 6 got their full allocations. User 2, user 3 and user 5 only received the remaining allocations. But there is one pitfall. Let's imagine WalletConnect is an extremely popular project, and everyone wants to buy tokens. You decide to invest $100, and let's say 50,000 people do the same. In reality, Coinlist has only $4 million allocated for this sale. But in our example, they would need $5 million to fully satisfy all users who deposited $100, which is impossible. So even if you only deposited $100, you could still end up like user 2 or user 3 or user 5 from the previous example, receiving only a partial allocation. So this new subscription model looks good and much fairer than before, especially if you have a low deposit. However, even if you invest $100, you can't be 100% sure that you'll receive tokens for the full amount. It's impossible to calculate precisely because we don't know how many people will join the token sale and how much money they will deposit. Overall, I like this token sale. Of course, I would have preferred the WalletConnect token sale price to be below 10 cents, so that the FDV would be under $100 million. But we have to work with what we have got. Always remember the importance of considering market conditions, because we don't know what the crypto market will be like at TGA. If a bear market starts, we are more likely to lose a part of our investments. That's why it's crucial to understand all the risks and make your own decision. Subscribe if you found this information useful. This is not financial advice. Thanks for watching, and feel free to ask any questions in the comments below.